Bam! There they are, man. What a wicked advert. Don't care, I would love to see that in real life. What a wicked advert. But we're talking about the Spider-Man. Is it Spider-Man Across the Spider-Verse? The new Miles Morales film? These go with the film. Not like the other one, when it was Spider-Man, Spider-Verse, I think it was called, where the film was phenomenal. He's wearing Jordan 1s, and Nike tried to capitalise on it. I might be wrong. I felt like Nike tried to capitalise on it, because he went on these Jordan 1s, Jordan 1 Chicago's. He's wearing them in the film. Laces Undone, he's from New York. That's how they wear them in New York. And then they tried to capitalise on it, and they brought out these. Now remember these? Just red Chicago's with dimples on the red. Not really nice. Glow bottom to kind of make it kiddie-ish. You know, okay, I like the ice bottoms, but that was it. You just changed the bottoms and done some dimples on it. Not really a nice kick, if you ask me. This time around, Nike have said, let's work with you. You're going to bring out this film. The film is going to be a success. No matter what, it's going to be a success. Let's work with you. Hence the reason you got those adverts with Miles Morales doing that stuff with the trainers on. And Nike put some thought into this. Now, usually I start with a solid kick, but this time I want to start with a box. I'm going to start with the negatives. Nike, what is this? Seriously, what is this? You've teamed up with a cartoon. It's a very successful cartoon on a franchise which is very successful. It's Marvel's, isn't it? Marvel's Comics, Spider-Man. And you've given them a dead, normal Jordan 1 high box. Black with red logo. There's nothing on there that says Spider-Man or nothing. Not compared to these, which completely scream Spider-Man if you know the film. But this, you're not given a spare lace, so you can't even go white laces or black laces like with the Lost and Founds. You've just given a dead box. Even though, let's be honest, this is a collector's trainer. It's a collector's trainer. It's based on a cartoon. But that's enough for the negatives. Let's get into positives. Now let's do what we normally do. Let's start with the sole of the shoe. Now as you can see, it's a typical Jordan 1 sole. You know, but it's red and it glows in the dark. Let's look. Show. You see that? Obviously I'm using the ultraviolet light pen, but obviously if the sunlight gets on it, the whole thing's going to glow in the dark. You know what I mean? It's going to be heavy. You then have a typical Jordan silhouette, Jordan 1 silhouette. You have a white midsole and you have a white leather base overlay. Now, this leather is not the greatest in terms of the basis of the shoe. It's not the greatest. They try to compensate by giving you a different feel overlays. So if we go to the first overlay, which is around the toe box, you have 3 different leathers. You have a kind of hard leather which looks like it's been dyed. Next to that you have a suede leather, and then around the toe box you have a normal red leather which is almost consistent with the leather on the toe box, but somehow this feels a bit softer than the leather on the toe box. Just above that, where the laces start, you then have a red patent leather. The toe box itself is white, typical Jordan 1 toe box, and on the inside of the shoe you then have that dyed type leather, a bit of patent leather underneath, but no suede. Going back to the outside of the shoe, where you can see where the laces are, it's got a leather overlay in what you'd call like a 3D colorway, which I suppose goes in hand with the film itself. And when you get to the ankle part of the shoe, you then have that same hard dyed leather, and just above that you have the red patent leather again. So it's always mixing, and just like in the film where the colours are always mixing and it's, you know, blurring into each other. Now we're at the ankle of the shoe. You can see the base coverage of the shoe is a patent black leather. The overlay on top of that is again 2 mixes of different coloured leather. You've got a kind of 3D type dotted pattern leather. you've got the Air Jordan wings in a 3D kind of print on there. And then you've got that same print on the leather, which goes all the way around the heel. You have a black patent tick or swoosh. And when you get to the overlays on the heel, again, this is separated into 3 different leathers. So on the outside of the heel, you have that suede leather, which you had just around your little toe near the toe box. That then is divided into that harder suede type leather, which looks dyed, that goes all the way around the heel. But then that then segregates again, and you go into a hard red leather, which is the same leather as you have around the toe box. Again, on the inside of the shoe, you have a black patent swoosh, and again, the patent leather around the ankle goes all the way around the heel. Tongue itself is it looks pink, but it's that nylon type material, what you get on most Jordan ones. It looks like you can see the sponge through that material. And on the top, you've got a Nike Air logo, nothing else, just a white strip underneath it. No gimmicky things, just Nike Air, it says there. The sponge around the collar of the ankle is decent. I felt softer. And the insole of the shoe is just black with the Nike Air branding stamped in red. Now, if they really wanted to make this quality, they'd have used the leather like where they done the taxis. We can see there, tumbled leather, really soft, really nice. But again, I think Nike wanted to maximize on this. Going back to negativity, I'm sorry, but I just think Nike wanted to maximize on this. So they didn't use the best quality leathers they could use, but they have used different materials and switched it up all over the shoe. So it's a consistent, different looking shoe at whatever angle you look at it. It's not the same, which is really, really good. I wasn't too sure about these. I'm going to be honest with you. I wasn't too sure if I was going to keep these, but now I have them in hand. The more I look at these, the more I like these. Now, they do run true to size. These did retail for £180. Some stores I saw selling them for £200. I'm not going to name the stores, but they know who they are. A lot of people went from the sneakers app. Don't know how successful they were, but they were everywhere. All retailers had them. So if you really wanted these, you had a good chance of getting these. I didn't really see a lot of people taking L's, but then I could be wrong on that because, like I said, it's a gimmick trainer. It's a collectibles trainer. It's in line with the film. Now, it would have been good if Nike put a bit more effort into making it a collectible trainer, making it a issue, making it a thing. The trainer itself is a thing. I'm not going to lie, the trainer itself is something. But if you added that box, like they did in Lost and Found, you've got a different type of box, you've got a receipt in it, you know, there's a story behind it. They could have done anything that. They could have put Miles Morales' picture, Jumpman, in the box. They could have changed the colour of the box. They could have had all these patterns on the box. They could have done so much things to make it stand out from every other Jordan in your collection, you know, but they never. That's why I say they were capitalising on the money. Little cost in, maximum profit out. That's my opinion. But I'm not going to hate the kick. I wanted to. I'm not going to lie to you. I wanted to hate it. I just wanted to. It's not for me. But the more and more I look at it, the more and more I have it in hand, I like it. And I know it sounds mad, but I actually want to go out and see how this looks outside when I'm glowing in the dark. Is it going to be like, woo, you know what I mean? Or is it, I don't know how it works. I mean, this is ultraviolet light, so obviously that shows up. But what happens is it not going to glow in the dark? Do I have to warm it up in the sun to get it to glow before I go out? I don't know how it works. I'm not going to sit here just trying to light on it and then hoping it generate, you know, it builds up enough, whatever it is, and go poof when I come out. But I would like to see how it looks on feet in the dark glowing. You know what I mean? But I can't hate on it. I wanted to, but I can't hate on it. You know? Nike did a thing. He did a thing. That's it. I don't know what more I can say. My name's Patrick T. I hope you enjoyed the review. If you haven't already, please subscribe. Please hit the like button and definitely give me your thoughts. Let me have your comments in below. Let me know if there's something you'd cop. Let me know if you're looking forward to the film. Let me know if you've seen the film. That's me, Patrick T. I'm out. Peace.